Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WDW Fan Zone show. Tonight, we're doing part two of something we did a few weeks ago where we went through Magic Kingdom and Disney's Hollywood Studios and we talked about the restaurants and what we would keep, change, get rid of. Actually, we didn't get rid of any restaurants. And we decided on a few restaurants we'd like to see or a few types of food we'd like to see. So tonight, we're going to do that with Animal Kingdom and Epcot. But before we get into that, it's vacation season. And who wants to go on a vacation? We all do, except for those of us living down here. Because being at Disney World is like being on vacation every day. But if you want to go to Disney World or take a Disney cruise, that's something that is extra special to do, whether you're living down here or not. It's always fun to be on a Disney cruise or take an adventure by Disney or wherever you want to go. Mouse Fan Travel is your one-way ticket. Well, it's your round-trip ticket, actually, to anywhere and everywhere you want to be, whether it's Disney World, Disneyland, as I mentioned before, an adventure by Disney or Disney Cruise. They have you covered in every aspect of the travel planning, whether it's staying at a resort for a budget. I was going to say for a budget. So whether it's staying at a value resort on a lower budget or staying at a deluxe resort with a big budget, they can help you out. Whatever you want to do, however much you want to spend, little, a lot, they can help you get where you want to go, when you want to go, how you want to go, and they do things your way. So if you have a family of 5, 6, 10, or 4, or it's a solo trip, they've got you covered. They've got experts in anything and everything travel, as I mentioned before. Nobody does it better than Mouse Fan Travel. Forget the rest. Go with the best. And you can find out more information, all the great deals they've got going on by going to www.mousefantravel.com. That's www.mousefantravel.com. All right. I think Epcot's going to take a heck of a long time to get through. So why don't we start at Animal Kingdom? We're not going to do it in any particular order. Is there a restaurant there you guys love, don't want to change anything? A restaurant that you want to change? Or if there's a restaurant you want to get rid of or something you'd like to add? Go ahead, Darlene.
Okay. I absolutely want to keep Yak and Yeti and the counter service because I absolutely love the food at both venues. It's a nice variety. If you're in a hurry and you don't want to stay and sit and eat, the food at the counter service is very good, and they have the same food like the pork egg rolls. But if you want to eat in, and you're a Landry's member, but you didn't think of making a reservation, you can go up to the podium and tell them you're a Landry's member, and they will put you on the list, which is a great option.
Yeah. I love Yak and Yeti and the counter service there. It's a more limited menu, but it's very good food.
It's very good food.
Now, would you change anything there at all? Atmosphere, anything?
No, I like the interior of the restaurant. Maybe make it a little bit lighter. As you can tell, I have light. When you got getting older eyes, not old eyes, but getting older eyes, it's hard to read in the dark.
Yeah, you know what I would do at where the counter service area is? I think I would expand that a little more. It can get a little cramped there.
The queue,
but it's hard.
The queue area.
Yeah, it's hard because you get out into the walkway there where people are going through. So they're really limited to what they can do there.
And we have the coffee, the Joffrey's coffee station across the way from there, which is that's a little set down, but you still have that area. So it is kind of difficult. I wonder if you could, but then you'd take away seating if you went around the side of the building.
There's plenty of seating in the back.
There is.
A lot of it's shaded too, which is good. Not all of it, but a lot of it.
But at least this is true because you do want some place to sit while you have the counter service food out there. So yes.
Yep. Lottie, do you have a place you'd like to keep, change, get rid of?
Flametree Barbecue. We gotta keep that one. It is probably one of the more consistent meals. Disney food sometimes can be a little bit inconsistent, but I've not ever gone to Flametree and had a bad meal. It's always fantastic. I love outdoor seating. I love walking all the way around to the back and catching a table at the area where you can see the water and see Expedition Everest. It's just a good quiet place to sit and enjoy your food. There was no one sitting there the last time we went. It's great.
And you know what's good about Flametree Barbecue? The pigeons love the food there too.
Oh,
Not the pigeons,
and the
birds.
ducks.
The birds, not the
the
pigeons are in New York.
squirrels, man. The squirrels literally walked right up to me. Yeah, don't feed the squirrels.
Yeah, and that's the problem. A lot of guests feed the animals. They don't do it. All right. Kurt, do you have a favorite or a place you want to do something with?
Well, definitely don't touch Yak and Yeti's outdoor because that's my go-to when I get my craving for that honey chicken. But I need Satuli Canteen to stay around.
Yeah.
It's got to stay around. There's so many different options that you have for designing how you want that food to be made. It's perfect. I don't know what else to say.
I like it because it's not traditional theme park food.
Correct. Yes.
You wouldn't expect that out of a theme park, and it is. It's fantastic.
That's where I get the bayo bun, I think, right?
Yes. And you get real silverware.
I know.
At a quick service restaurant. How did that happen?
And before Connections open, it was my and we'll get to Connections later, it was my very favorite counter service place to eat. And you know what? It's different food from Connections, but it's excellent. You're not going to find much better than that.
No, it's good stuff.
For me, one of the most underrated places in Animal Kingdom, since we're kind of on counter service right now, is Restaurant Thesaurus. I think it is one of the most underrated places there. There's nothing outstanding there, but there's nothing really bad there either.
No. We've eaten there quite a few times because Keith likes the hamburgers.
Yeah, they've got good burgers there. Any other places you guys would, Tusker House we haven't mentioned.
Right. I was just thinking of that one.
I love that for a Lottie. I've never eaten there.
Tusker House that's good. Good.
I haven't.
If you like breakfast at Boma, there are a lot of similar breakfast options at Tusker House, and it's character dining. I don't know if characters have returned there, but I'm not sure.
I think they did.
I think they did too, but I'm not positive. It's different from other food you get in parks, which is why you want to go there. You want to try different things, try cuisine from another country or countries. And if you can't get to Boma, that's a good place to go. Let's see, what else is in Animal Kingdom that we haven't touched on yet?
And I haven't eaten at Tusker House probably since we did the takeout for the Wild African Trek. They had a takeout option from there that you could get lunch.
Has anybody gotten food from the Harambe market?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never eaten there. If I have, it's been years and years.
Yeah, it was before COVID.
I have mixed reviews on that one. Some of it is pretty adventurous eating. I did not like the corn dog. There's like some sort of spiced corn dog there. I'm not a fan of corn dogs anyway, but I thought I'd try it anyway because it sounded like it might be okay. I wasn't a fan. The ribs were good. What else did we have there? I can't think of anything else. Corn dog, no. Ribs, yes. Oh, and the drinks. They got a pretty good beer selection there.
Oh, really?
There are different counters, so it's not like you go to one spot and get it's like it's almost like a food court.
Oh, okay. Yes, it is. You're right.
Let's see. We mentioned Tusker House.
Tiffins.
Oh,
I've never eaten there, so.
Tiffins and the Nomad Lounge.
I've been to Nomad. I have not been to Tiffins.
And they serve food at both?
They share a kitchen.
They serve like snacks, like appetizers at the Nomad.
Nomad has amazing churros that are gluten free.
Oh,
They taste better than the ones at Magic Kingdom.
mm.
They're amazing.
Wow.
You wouldn't know they were gluten free if you tasted them. I like to go because the drink menu is fantastic, and there are little hooks under the bar, and then there's plugs under the bar, so you can sit there and drink
Oh,
and
charge your
charge your
phone.
phones.
Yay.
It's
Those are
fantastic.
great things to know.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Good
very important this
tips.
day and age.
Yes,
Is
good
there any
tip.
food you'd like to add there, or any changes you would make?
Changes at Nomad Lounge. I wish
Or
it was.
Tiffins?
I wish it was open more. It
Mm,
seems that,
yeah.
it's not been open as much as it has been in the past. If you get out there and you get on the patio, it's a great view of the water in Pandora, and you got a place to recharge and charge your phone, and it's a really cool place to sit. And I think they've just kind of it's not been open consistently. I wish it was.
If there's one restaurant in Animal Kingdom, and it might be the only restaurant I would get rid of in any of the parks, and it's Pizzafari.
Bingo.
Bingo.
They moved it temporarily because I think they're redoing the old, where it was located before. But it's like, just please get rid of it.
Mhm.
If they put up a stand or a restaurant that sold different kind of grilled cheeses, peanut butter, it would be better than Pizzafari.
There's nothing special about that pizza.
No, nothing at all. Well, remember how bad the pizza was at Pizza Planet?
Mm.
It
was
actually
the
made
same
Pizza
pizza.
Planet look good. That's hard to do.
Yeah. It was the same pizza. It just was not good.
It's the
at
same
all.
pizza at the Muppet
Pizza Rizzo.
Yeah,
Pizza
that one.
Rizzo. I thought they changed the pizza there. I thought they upgraded a little bit. Ooh. All right, well, then maybe I'd get rid of that restaurant.
No, that's why I always get the meatball. I get a meatball sandwich when I get a pizza.
Okay, at least they have other food there to get.
I think John and Kelly and Keith would, disagree, but they've had the pizza, I know, and they've eaten it and liked it. So I get the meatball sandwich like Kurt.
Not everybody likes good pizza. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what? It's. I don't want to criticize anybody because everybody's got different tastes in food.
Right.
Depending on where you grew up, like Kurt, you grew up.
Yeah, I'm a pizza
Chicago.
snob. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
a pizza snob when it comes to pizza like that.
And I
There's
like good
not
pizza
good
too.
pizza.
And I, growing up in New York City and then moving to Jersey, you get pizza that just kicks rear end on anything you can find in Florida outside of Via Napoli.
Is that maybe that's why I don't like pizza, because I didn't really grow up with
The pizza in Michigan is not good, Lottie. That's probably why.
Maybe that's why I just don't like it.
Yeah, if you ever go to New York, try the pizza there.
Sorry, people from Michigan listening, but some of your pizza's just not very good.
Little Caesars is like a staple around here. You can't pay me.
We'll do Domino's before Little Caesars.
I won't.
See, we don't.
When Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Little Caesars, you go-to places, you don't know pizza.
We've tried those. It's not the same.
No.
I mean, growing up in the city of Buffalo too, we had different ones like Bocce and Lenova and Poplar and Nino's and Pasquale's. I mean, all the pizza's been very
all
good.
places that every one of our listeners knows by name.
Idea. Yeah.
Anybody listening from Buffalo will know those names.
Yeah,
But are you going to know those names, or will you know Lou Malnati's? I mean, most people have heard of Lou.
Yeah, I've heard of Lou.
Yeah.
Lou Malnati's is good pizza. Lottie, you don't know pizza.
So, you know what? The point I was trying to make was that depending on where you live and what you're accustomed to, you have different tastes in pizza.
Right.
But Pizzafari pizza, it's like cardboard with sauce and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
that is an accurate description.
The closest of all the restaurants we've talked to, it kind of reminds me of Little Caesars ish.
Yeah.
No, it's way worse than Little Caesars.
Oh, you know what's even worse than Little Caesars? Have you guys ever eaten at Cece's?
Oh,
you want to talk about crap pizza?
It's awful, and it's all you can eat. I don't know why.
Yes, all the crap you can eat. They should call it crap pizza, not Cece's. Maybe the CC stands for crap pizza. I don't know.
I don't know. You're going to get us sued by Little C's.
Swear.
I know, right? Oh my goodness.
Just my
I
opinion.
can see it coming in now. Hang on, I just dropped the
Mine
pen.
The opinions of Stuart are not the same as everyone else on here. It's not
Yes.
very good. I actually like it better than Little Caesars, to be honest with you. I just don't like this crust.
Is it because it's all you can eat?
I don't know. Well, it also depends. We had 2 of them nearby, and I ate it one day, and I actually took a field trip with my kids and went to another one another day.
Mm-hmm.
And the water filtration system, it's like going to Florida. The second day, it was like water from Florida. It was horrible. As far as I go, this doesn't taste right. And the guy goes, our filtration system's down. The other one's got better water. They have city water. We had well water. The well water was horrible.
We actually haven't tried any down here. We used to have one in West Seneca that was a good to go place. If Keith was like in a hurry going to work and we didn't have time to cook, he would grab a pizza from Little Caesar sometimes because it was like $5 and on his way. It was a perfect size for him to eat for lunch. So, but we haven't tried one down here.
This was CC's. Little Caesars, we used to eat there because it was literally pizza, 2 for $5.
Ah, yes.
So that was the pizza. You got 2 for $5. Now it's 1 for $5 or 2 for $10. Inflation. Hey, what can I say? It was back in the mid 80s when they opened and we started eating that, but it was like pennies on the dollar for how much it actually cost to make.
Pardon me,
I know
we're here. We're the conversation. We're never going to get through Epcot in the time we have left.
True.
Okay. Let's move on. Move on to real restaurants. We're already getting rid of.
Can you tell we all like pizza?
Yeah, and we're all very opinionated about our pizza too.
Oh.
Well, the one at Epcot at Animal Kingdom that I would totally get rid of is Rainforest Cafe. It's a chain restaurant.
Yeah, that's also a Landry restaurant.
It's a chain restaurant. It's pretty much the twin of the T-Rex restaurant in Disney Springs. And if you can eat it at home, then don't eat it on vacation.
And you don't need 2 of them on property.
That too.
I guess I was a little confused why Disney did that and put one at Animal Kingdom and one at Disney Springs. But I think the one at Disney Springs was there first.
There was there first. So then when they opened up Animal Kingdom, I don't think Animal Kingdom had any sit-down restaurants when they first opened.
Yeah.
I believe that was here. We'll give you one over here at the entrance.
Right.
I think I don't want to take the restaurant away from Landry. They probably have a contract with Disney, but at least change the name and the design, the interior design of the place and the menu.
Yes.
Just make it different from
different restaurant then.
Okay, but I'm going to say something on Landry's side is that maybe they do get enough traffic there for the people that don't have a rainforest in, like, say, their hometown. Like we had one in Niagara Falls. How often did I go
to Disney
there?
Springs.
But maybe they don't want to go to Disney Springs. Maybe they're only there for 4 days and they're doing the parks only and not doing Springs.
I'm not disagreeing with Darlene. There's a reason it's there and it has been there and it's staying there. And I'm sure it's not all because of an agreement that they have with Disney. I'm sure it's making money.
Mm-hmm.
But I, just as a personal preference, I would like to see them change the theming and name of the place so it's different from anything else on property, or from what Landry has elsewhere on property.
Mm-hmm.
I can't disagree. I agree.
Yeah, but you know what? Like Darlene said, it's got to be making money. They're getting people in there all the time. It's not, it's always crowded. Let's see. Is there any place else in Animal Kingdom we haven't touched upon?
Besides the snack place? I don't think so.
I don't want to go into. Well, we won't go into the snack place.
No,
we haven't done anywhere else.
I think we could probably. I think that's it. That's all I can think of.
That is it. All right, so let's go to Epcot. Kurt, why don't you start us off with Epcot? With
there goes my top.
Okay, Vianopoly. There we go. I mean, that's the go-to. If you don't want me here, let me go somewhere else then.
No.
Why can't I think of the name of it? Because I am the king of the quick service right here. Regal Eagle. Done.
Oh, yes.
I'll take the Regal Eagle. Don't touch it. Don't take anything off that menu.
Yes.
Leave it as is. The only thing that they could change differently is give me a Coca-Cola freestyle machine in there. That's all I care. It's awesome, but there aren't any Coca-Cola freestyles anywhere in there because it takes too long. You could have like 4 people filling up on the regular machine, whereas there you'd have to have a couple different machines. So, but it's my go-to.
I do wish they would have kept on the menu the mac and cheese with the brisket on top.
Oh, I forgot to put that off.
They took that off. Hopefully it'll come back.
I wonder, there is another location here in Florida. I wonder if it's at that location.
I don't know.
Huh?
Regal Eagle has another location.
Where?
Let's look it up. I know they have another location.
I didn't know they had another location.
On Disney property?
No, not on Disney property. Let's see. Where are they located?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
That's a Muppet thing.
I don't think so. It's Muppet themed. I think you're confused.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
So
I am too. It's
while
not.
he's looking it up, take a look at Stuart and his t-shirt today. He's given me Sandman from Spider-Man vibes right now.
See, I was thinking of Pugsley from the Addams Family.
The Addams Family. That's what I was thinking too.
Let's see. There is one in Orlando.
There is. Well, yeah, Orlando's the one that's in
Walt
Epcot.
Disney World.
No. Hold on. I just had it here. Where'd it go? Oh, no, I'm wrong. I am wrong. It's the only one. I stand corrected.
I was going to say everything themed on the inside is
Sam Eagle. And
Sam Eagle.
Yeah.
And,
it could be maybe the owners of Regal Eagle have a different restaurant elsewhere, but that I'll look up another time. I'm not going to waste the time of the show now.
Yeah.
So while you're at Regal Eagle, you have to go like right outside and get a mint julep or some moonshine from the bar that's right outside of there. So good.
Huh? Where?
Did you not know about this? You don't know about this, Darlene?
No.
Hey, if you're walking up and you're facing the building, you know where they have the barbecue grill outside, right near the picnic tables.
Is it near Block and Hans?
Oh, over
It's on the other
there.
side.
They have moonshine?
Yes, and they have mint juleps.
Oh, I love mint juleps. Keith hasn't made me a mint julep in ages.
The one there is tasty.
Is it? I will have to get one. Thank you.
Is it at Block and Hans?
No, on the other side.
On the other side. That's
Fife
what I
and
was
Drum?
picturing was blocking. And I'm so upset they don't have my black cherry Mackenzie hard cider anymore.
Fife and Drum?
Fife and Drum. Where's Fife and Drum?
Right in front. It's right.
It might be
It's
Fife and
literally
Drums.
right to the
Yeah,
left of the
I can
door.
picture it now. Yeah, I can picture it now. Yes.
It's right to the left of the main door. It's between the door and you know that sidewalk that goes all the way back if you do mobile order.
Yes.
Oh, it's right there. It's like,
yeah.
I forget that's even something. I always think of that as it. Yeah,
Me too. Me too. Next time I go, I'm definitely getting a mint julep now.
Oh boy, if it's got alcohol in it, just pour
She's
it down.
got to try it.
You gotta have it.
Yeah, I like you, Stuart. I'm like, oh, I thought that was part of the Regal Eagle. I forgot it was something different.
Well, I'm sure it is part of it, but I think they serve alcohol in the Regal Eagle too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they have craft beers.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't ever order. I always go there and
get it. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. I'll be there this week.
Stuart, so we know which are the 4 of us, which 2 actually drink their way around the world, and the 2 of us that eat our way around the world.
We know who eat right. We know who eats around and who drinks around. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my pant size. You figure I do both.
Me too.
All right, Darlene.
Viennapoli, of course. I love Viennapoli. I love the brick ovens. I love the theming, that you can the kitchen's open so you can watch them putting the pizzas in. They have great appetizers. The pasta is good. The antipasta is good. They have little pizzas, very large pizzas, so they can accommodate your family and stuff.
They can accommodate an army. Have you seen the size of their large pizza?
We've gotten that
Ooh.
large pizza for a table. It's huge.
Yep.
Oh, and their sangria is really good there.
And of course, the alcoholics on our show would know that answer, or know about the sangria.
I did not know about the sangria.
Well,
so.
You don't eat pizza.
Yeah, this is true.
My friend Lori, she ordered a pitcher, and I tried it. I of course, like the
Lori ordered the pitcher. Darlene tried it. And
she drank it.
Put a straw right in the pitcher. There you go.
Can I have a king size straw, please?
The best
Sure.
way. But they do have good limoncello too. Of course, being Italian, so. And their desserts are good as well. What did you have there when you ate there, Lottie?
The arancini.
Oh, the arancini. Oh, yes. And they're big.
Their
They're big
house salad
arancini.
is awesome.
Yes, it is. And you can custom order it with a separate salad dressing.
Nice.
Now, I want to say that calamari is very good.
Oh, yes.
But I wish the portion was a lot bigger than what it is.
I think it used to be bigger.
Yeah, everything used to be bigger. It's just like a half gallon of ice cream is no longer a half gallon.
Nice.
It's
But
10
prices keep
ounces.
going up.
It's 10 ounces instead of 12. Oh, gosh.
Lottie.
This one is hard for me because I am
choose from there.
Well, I'm a festival gal. So I don't eat at the table service or the counter service restaurants very much when I go to Epcot. I always nibble from all of the festival booths, and it seems like now there's always a festival there. So I never make dining reservations when I go to Epcot. I just nibble my way around the world. And I love it, and I wouldn't change that for anything. I think I don't want to crowd the place with more food booths, but if they want to add 15 more, I'm all for it.
I think that's a product of COVID. Was they started getting people buying stuff outside, smaller portions, a little bit more money for that portion size, and I mean, when you look at it, it looks like it's going to be like this in the picture, and then you get it, and it's the size of your finger, and but you just paid $8 for it, and so I think that was it was another way for them to get more income on food, on top of the fact that they're raising the prices of all the food.
Yeah,
but
it
spreads people out.
Yeah, it does. You know what I'd like to see Disney do? I love food and wine. But I think they've extended the time period that it's available way too far. I'd like to see them come up with a new summer festival that's there for July and August. And then maybe in September, October, you bring in food and wine. Like add a different festival, different foods. Now what that is, I don't know. I haven't given it much thought, but I would just like to see something different. I'm okay with them going from one festival to another. I just don't like the length of food and wine.
Right. And well, they were even doing it where they were doing, okay, this is what's going to be available for food and wine in July and August. But now in September and October, you're going to be able to get this at food and wine instead.
But
it's like you said, then just switch it. Make it something different.
They did extend Flower and Garden this year.
They did.
Through the 4th of July. And then the Festival of the Arts, Farts. At the beginning of the year is just a tiny bit longer, but it's one
after another.
There's no break anymore.
And like I said, I don't mind them doing one after the other, but I'd like to see them come up with something different, like maybe squeeze one or two more in and shorten the length. of food and wine, and maybe even the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah.
But I have no problem with their having festivals that run all year long, because it's nice to try different foods.
It is.
Why don't they just? Does there have to be a festival to have those things out there? I mean, honestly, does it really have to have a festival to have?
Look at it from Disney's perspective. It's another way to get people into the parks to generate revenue for them, and at the same time, you're offering food that they may not be able to get at certain times of the year. So if they can only get down at a certain period of time, it's a wonderful thing for the guest.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Beer and sausage, beer and brats.
I have a thought here. I wonder if they added the festivals all year round to make the park not feel like a half-day park. If
That's
people are stopping to eat at everything, you're spending more time in World Showcase. People who are going for the attractions, they tend to walk right through pavilions like Japan where there are no attractions.
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
Maybe that's the reason we've got festivals all year long, because they want people to spend more time in the park.
They brought the festivals in because there weren't people there. So because there weren't any people there, they brought, it's a quiet time of year. They learned about this out, and there was a thing going out in Colorado during an off season, and people were flocking to it like crazy. Because think about it, who's going to Colorado in July? You want to go skiing. So they brought in this arts festival. So they started doing something like that out here. And then, Flower and Garden did well. And then you didn't need something in the summer, technically, because people are there in the summertime. So they were bringing it in the early spring. Here, come to that arts festival. In the fall, when it was always dead, when Stuart used to go because it was always dead. Now we're going to add food and wine festival. Hey, everyone's going to show up now. Same thing. So that's why they brought the festivals in. At this point, again, then switch up and add another festival in there for the summer. Beer and finger foods. I don't know what to call it. Something that's what they all are anyways.
Summerfest. How about that?
Summerfest. Hey, Hurricane Harbor, hurricanes, all from
what's the name of the concert series they have that runs during the summer? I can't it's eluding me for some reason right now. After Garden Rocks, there's another summer concert thing going on.
I just know Garden Rocks and Eat to the Beat. I don't know.
Eat to the Beat. That's what I'm thinking about. Eat to the Beat is
food and wine.
So, it's food and wine.
Yeah, so why not? Oh, then there goes that thought. See, I told you I hadn't thought about it much, because I was going to say with Eat to the Beat, you call it the Eat to the Beat Festival, and then have food and wine start later, but then you need a concert series to go with it. Unless you have, I don't know, Food and Wine Rocks.
Yeah, they have Garden Rocks, Eat to the Beat. Those are the two.
And then Christmas.
How about a Kitchen Cabaret Festival?
Oh.
Why don't they just, talk
I love that attraction.
They need to call it like Sweating to the Oldies, because that's what all these bands are that are coming anyway.
Not all
do
of
that
them.
in the summertime.
Well,
November, Boys to Men. They're not that old yet.
Okay, it's the Boys to Men, my dear.
I'm sorry.
It's a band from the 90s.
Grandparents.
It's a band from the 90s that's 30 years ago, my dear.
Yeah.
I know. But
I hate to say it. I really do.
Yeah, 38 Special. I remember when I was a kid.
When I started realizing I graduated almost 40 years ago and almost had a heart attack in my car today. Yeah, the 90s was over 30 years ago now.
I have to say, I am so glad that I live down here now and that I can go to all these concerts, and thankful for our dear friend that we've seen this weekend. If you're looking to living your dream near Disney, contact Victor Nowacki. He is the realtor for your specializing in all of the communities surrounding Disney. So you don't have to live right in the bubble, but you can live around it. And they've got he does new construction, resales, second homes, and retirement homes. So just visit Disney at your doorstep.com to search for homes, and look for Victor's social media platforms as well.
Yeah, and he'll be expanding into nursing homes soon. No, I am kidding. But if Victor's listening, Victor is probably the best realtor you can find anywhere.
Oh gosh, yeah.
He is absolutely awesome. He will not steer you in the wrong direction. He also, like Mouse Fan Travel, he listens to his clients and he helps them get to where they want to be, not where he thinks they need to be. And he gives great advice. If he sees you heading in the wrong direction in terms of a home, he will gently point you. When I say point you in the right direction, he'll steer you in the right direction so you can make the right decision for yourself. He's absolutely great.
You were going somewhere with some of these concert series lineups with him going towards retirement home or anything like that. Rick Springfield, the Spinners, the Guess Who, the Pointer Sisters.
The Pointer Sisters are fantastic.
I didn't say they weren't, but I got news
the
for you.
Pointer Sisters are the daughters now and the granddaughter, right?
When they're getting excited, it's not quite as excited as they used to be. They kind of
take
a little easier
tears
now.
there. And the only original member of Blood, Sweat, and Tears was none.
Yeah.
It's
oh goodness gracious.
Well, we're not going to get Springsteen playing Epcot. That's not going to happen.
He is.
Would.
Oh no, Rick Springfield. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Springfield, not Springsteen.
Oh my gosh! If Springsteen was playing "Eat to the Beat," Stewart would move into Epcot.
He would. Absolutely. He would camp on the bench and chain himself to it.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Every night he'd be there.
Oh gosh, yeah. We would be in line. I think Keith would be right with them.
You know what I'd like to see come, and this could happen if they would reach out to him, Gary U.S. Bonds. Gary U.S. Bonds is one of the most awesome rock and roll artists there is. If people, I'm dating myself with this, 2:45. Springsteen wrote a lot of songs for him. Jolie Blonde, This Little Girl, and there's a whole bunch of other. He is great, and he's a great. I've got to see him perform. Soul City, one of the best rock songs ever. He does that. Was written by Springsteen for him.
I have no idea.
Soul City.
Okay. All right.
Later.
Let's get back on topic. Maybe with Epcot, we'll go around with. Actually, let me give one first, and then we'll go around from World Showcase, and we'll try to work our way back to Future World. Now, I mentioned earlier when we were talking about Animal Kingdom, Connections Cafe. That is, you are not going to find a better burger on property than Connections Cafe. It is amazing. It's like this thick. For those watching this on YouTube, you can see. If you're not watching, think of a 1/4 pounder that's been plus size to like a pound. It's not quite a pound. What would you say it is, Darlene?
I think it's about a 1/3 pound
burger. Isn't it a 1/2 pound?
It might be a 1/2 pound burger.
It's huge. I can't eat it all by myself. So yeah,
it's drinking too much.
And the milkshake that they have.
They have a very limited menu, though, and I think that's why we didn't go there, because we're like, well, we just had burgers. We don't want burgers again.
They have very good chicken sandwiches too. Yeah. The chicken sandwiches, the General Tso's chicken salad's very good. The what's that? The waffle. The
strawberry waffle.
Yes, the strawberry waffle with the whipped cream and chocolate sauce. Oh my gosh,
I saw it, but I didn't stop this last trip.
Shame on you. Shame on both of you.
We have to definitely stop when you come next time.
Yeah,
it's a Liege, Liege waffle, brioche dough with pearl sugar, strawberries, whipped cream, and chocolate sauce.
So good.
$5.29.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Regal Eagle is great.
It's a good size.
Better. It's it's a little different food wise, a lot different food wise. But the burger Connections kicks rear end on the burger at Regal Eagle. It kicks butt on any burger.
Why would you go and get a burger at the Regal Eagle? It's a barbecue place. Sam Eagle says, do not eat a burger at Regal Eagle.
I always get your barbecue or something.
I know a lot of people who get the burger there. I've been with groups of people that, a lot of them have gotten the burger there. You're right. It is a barbecue place, but people will go for the pulled pork. They'll go for the burger.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go for the brisket.
And you could put the barbecue sauce on the burger and have a barbecue burger.
They do have a variable different types of barbecue sauce that you can choose from.
Mm-hmm.
That is nice.
That is very good.
All right. So let's go around World Showcase. What are we? Yeah, we got time.
Ashker House?
Sure. Let's go to Oshka House. Is it open again?
No.
No,
All
not
right,
yet.
Wait. Okay. So
Um,
wait. Just one second. We have to solve the age-old debate. When
okay.
you get to Epcot, where do you go first, Mexico or Canada?
Mexico.
Canada.
Mexico. You always
Canada.
put Mexico first.
High five.
Canada.
No, Canada. Crowd. It's more crowded when you go that way.
Oh,
It's just like when you enter the Magic Kingdom, you go to Animal Kingdom or you go to Adventureland first. You enter and go to the left. You guys
No,
are
I don't
going
do
to
that.
you're going to Tomorrowland. You don't go to Tomorrowland first. You go to
Adventureland first.
That's right. So you have to enter and go to the left, and you go over to Mexico.
Well, my reason for Mexico is tequila.
Oh, yes. Get a margarita.
You know, when I go to.
Do you get the margarita inside or outside?
Both.
Both. Okay. I've done it both. I like the one outside better.
Kurt, just to when I go to Magic Kingdom, the first place I go to is Frontierland.
Oh, you shoot straight through.
Yeah, if I can, I can walk through. Depends on the crowd. So,
Yeah, we don't do the shortcut. We turn left.
yeah, but when I go to World Showcase, I'm going to Canada first.
Eh?
Darlene, they don't live down here. They don't know any better.
Oh,
You haven't lived down there long enough.
Mexico first.
No.
Everybody knows that. You go to Mexico first.
Everyone goes to Mexico first. That's why you go to Canada.
Eh?
All right. So, Darlene, you mentioned Ashker House. Let's pretend it's open. Would you change anything there?
I would. About the only thing I would change is I would add a few more selections on the buffet. I felt like when I ate there weren't enough selections of like different like desserts and stuff.
Okay, that's fair. I like that restaurant. It's been a while since I've been there. I'm trying to get somebody to go back when it reopens, but we'll see.
I've never eaten there.
They have
The
venison.
princess
It's a
character
buffet,
breakfast was really. It was fun for the kids with all the princesses and stuff that came around.
We
My boys
wasted
don't
money.
care.
Nobody ate anything. Everybody loved the princesses, but I didn't like the menu.
The menu, yeah.
Wow. You know what? You can't get venison anyplace else there. They have it on the menu there. It's wonderful.
It was.
So I can get venison in Wisconsin. Southern Illinois. I can get venison around here.
It's not the same as getting it there. There, you're having a piece of Bambi.
You know what? You can't get. What is one food when you think of Florida that you should be able to get at Walt Disney World, but you can't? And whenever I think of Florida, I think of this, and I know they have them here at Walt Disney World.
Actually, I think venison was Bambi's mother.
You can't get alligator anywhere at Walt Disney World.
Oh, you don't want alligator at Walt Disney World.
Alligator tastes like chicken.
It does.
But it's alligator.
Sure.
Alligator bite.
You can't get it at First Quarter? The restaurant?
Can you?
You might. I never tried it there.
Not when I was there. I'm gonna go look right now.
I've tried gator bites at Celebration Town Tavern, which is in Celebration, not far from Disney, and it was very good, but it's not on the menu anymore.
There you go.
Maybe it's endangered.
So Darlene is name dropping restaurants for people to go to off property, but then she mentions it's not on the menu anymore. So why would they go there now?
I know, but I have tried it and it does taste like chicken. That's what my point was, Stuart.
I hear they've got a really good bartender there that can mix drinks very well. Not that I drink.
He
I
can.
Wait, does it taste like a drink?
No.
Okay. Alligator tastes like alligator.
Have you had alligator?
Are you kidding me? I have alligator every time I come to Florida. But I'm not going to mention the place because it's off-site. It's way off-site.
Next time you come to Florida, if you want alligator, you can come by my house. We've got a bunch here in the pond.
You can catch it and cook it.
Yeah,
right across the street in the retention pond from there's water, there's alligators, and this little kid's walking up to it. We're like, get away from that gator. He will bring you in and have you for well.
Yeah,
we'll
well,
bring in-
unfortunately, that happens. As few times as it happens, that's few times too many.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it doesn't look like they have gator on the menu.
Anyway, so
Oh, they don't. They still have. Oh no, French Quarter. Oh yeah, French Quarter. But they do have beignets, which are very good.
There you go. Going down the bayou.
So Ashka House, I guess, is a little change.
Yeah, a little
Or cheaper.
change.
All right, let's see.
Beer garden.
Beer. Oh, I love Beer Garden. I actually liked it better when they changed it to family style. But I love Beer Garden.
Oh wait, how come we didn't mention? I know Stuart wants to go and try Nine Dragons again.
Oh no.
Nope. Mm-mm.
I do enjoy the Lotus Blossom Cafe. I enjoy their chicken that they have there. They have good honey chicken.
Listen, you can get better Chinese food at home.
Well, I know you can, but when you're starving for something different than a hamburger, and you've already had your barbecue for the day, and you can have good barbecue at home too. I mean,
here's my thought on Nine Dragons, and I'm not going to criticize them any more than I have in the past. I'll be a little kind, not very kind, but I'll be a little kind. You can get Chinese food almost anywhere for a fraction of the cost of what they charge at Nine Dragons or even the Lotus Blossom Cafe. Why would you want to get something you can get home? You come to Disney World to try different foods that are made and cooked different ways. Yes, Kurt.
You're eating a hamburger and bragging about this big old hamburger.
That's okay. I'm allowed to do that.
I can get a hamburger here that's just as good, that's less expensive.
All right, but the food is horrible there. Number one, it's overpriced because it's horrible.
I'm talking about Lotus Blossom. I'm not talking about.
And I'm happy to say it is not a Disney-owned restaurant.
No, it's not.
If it were a Disney-owned restaurant, the food would be good.
You can get better Chinese food from the freezer section of the grocery store.
Thank you.
Then Lotus Blossom?
Yes.
We're just
going. Have you had their fried rice?
Are you
no.
realizing that Lotus Blossom probably shares a kitchen with Nine
Dragons? No, that's just by name. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the kitchen, the chef.
We literally go there, and for all we're getting is it's basically like going and getting the honey chicken over at Animal Kingdom as well. When you've got a craving for something different than everything you've eaten.
If anybody remembers the Choi Chow Mein, it's better than Nine Dragons food.
Oh no.
So, orange chicken combo.
I've never eaten at Nine Dragons. I can't say that, but I do remember eating the canned chow mein because my parents used to buy it.
Trust me, it was better than what they serve there.
We do the orange chicken. The orange chicken combo is pretty good. My son just had it. He enjoyed it again. It kind of reminds us if you're homesick, it's kind of like going to Panda Express ish.
You know what they should do?
Never ate there either.
You know what they should do with Nine Dragons? Get rid of the restaurant, put an attraction in there.
That would be cool if they just actually had some decent Chinese food there. They throw the chef out and
I'd like to see Chinese food that you can't typically get.
When was the last time you ate there, Stuart? Can I just ask? When was the last time you ate there?
American.
It hasn't been long enough. It's probably about 10 years or so.
The problem
I will not try it again. I'm done.
Nine Dragons is very, very heavily Americanized Chinese food.
Yep. And overpriced Americanized Chinese food.
Yes.
Do you think it's Americanized because you have a lot of people that didn't like it to begin with?
No,
that
I think
Disney
it's Americanized
had
for
the
the guests that are coming to the
menus.
park.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That they had more traditional Chinese
They never did.
They didn't.
No. It's always been Americanized. But most of the Chinese restaurants you find in your hometown are Americanized. It's not what they would get.
Oh, that's not. There's food that you're going to be getting in China that you're just not going to be eating here though either.
Yeah, there's ingredients that you won't find here.
But there are different noodle dishes they can come up with that you don't like. Look at P.F. Chang. P.F. Chang puts a different spin on things.
P.F. Chang is also terrible.
Oh, I like P.F. Chang's.
I like their chicken lettuce wraps.
When my wife has to travel to China, she becomes a vegetarian My wife doesn't like mushrooms. I think she said she's had like 15 different types of mushrooms in China.
You know what?
You don't really see that around here very often.
A perfect example would be Yak and Yeti. If they could take similar style food that they have at Yak and Yeti, that's, and the Chinese style food they have there, put it into Nine Dragons, then you'd have a decent restaurant if you had a good cook.
We need to ask Michaela or Dave and Shelley to give us their take on Nine Dragons, because they have eaten there in the past 10 years.
Again, and I'm just talking about Lotus Blossom, where you're going and getting the orange chicken, which is like going and getting the honey chicken, only a little bit different glaze. That's the only difference between the two of them.
Kurt,
they're still enjoyable for us.
Everything Lottie has said about Nine Dragons, besides the fact that I agree with her 100%, is absolutely right.
That's kind of how I feel about some of the burgers, though, that we've talked
Lottie,
about.
when did you eat there last?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay. So
I'm talking about
before the pandemic. Just before the pandemic.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not saying that they should close Nine Dragons down. I'm saying they should change the menu.
Change the menu and change the chef.
Hey, it may have been changed since the pandemic. I got news for you. A lot of the chefs did not come back.
I would, you know what? I would love to see Disney take over that restaurant and run it.
It is. It's just so if you just go a little further away to Japan, the Japanese food is done really, really well there.
Yes.
And the takeout, I've only been to the little quick service one, and the food was really good.
And do you know something? Oh, go ahead, Lottie.
No, all I'm saying is there are there's enough wherewithal to make sure that the Japan restaurant, and I'm not saying this because Asian restaurants, but like let's put the same care over in the Chinese restaurant.
Yep,
I just think they've given up on it.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? It gets a crowd because people can't make reservations elsewhere, or they want to go there. God forbid they want to go there, but they do. And it's packed. So they don't have to change because whatever they're doing doesn't matter. They're going to get people in those seats anyway. And if they never come back, who cares? Somebody else will fill it.
Right. And honestly, the same thing could be said of what's the restaurant in the Mexico Pavilion?
Yeah.
We were
La
just
Hacienda.
La Hacienda, yeah.
But the difference there is the atmosphere there is second to none.
Yeah.
The atmosphere, there again, that one, I think they could make it a little bit brighter, just a little bit, maybe put a couple more table. Well, just so you could read the menu. I had to use my phone camera.
It's called getting older. It's called getting older and wearing these.
I do wear those, but I need the light.
It is really dark in there.
I
just want them to take a couple rows of tables out.
Here you go. Here's your light.
It is pretty crowded.
They try to pack too many people in there.
They do. They do.
You know something? The food there used to be, and I'm going back a lot of years, used to be excellent. And it was more Mexican flavor than Americanized Mexican flavor.
That's exactly right.
And somewhere along the line, and probably because guests were complaining, they changed it.
Yeah.
And now it's just
you could literally save money by eating outside at La Cantina de Saint.
I do like I do like
there. That's traditional Spanish food. It's quick service. It's good stuff.
It is.
The line
I do like that.
Was 40 minutes long when we were there last year.
Didn't you do a mobile order?
No, the line was 40 minutes long to even get inside. Wow. There was a line. They're like, you can't just. I'm sorry. The wait was that long.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to go back to Japan for a second, but I want to go back to Japan for just 1 second, then we'll go back to Mexico. Something people should be aware of that are coming down to this area. People always complain about the prices of Disney food. The restaurants in the Japan Pavilion are no more expensive, and in some cases cheaper than a lot of the Japanese restaurants outside of the parks off property. So that's something people should keep in mind. All right, sorry.
Takumi Tei is very expensive. I haven't eaten there, and I'd like to, but
that's a table service one over there. Yeah. Don't they do the whole show and everything with it too, though?
No, that's a different one.
That's a different one.
Takumi Tei is the new one. The one with the hibachi grill is gosh, I can't remember the name of it.
Tepanato.
Yep.
Yeah, Teppanyaki.
I haven't eaten there either.
It's been a long time since I've eaten there.
It's essentially Benihana's.
Right. Which I haven't been to here in forever.
I got hibachi today for dinner.
So let's see, what haven't we hit yet? So would you change anything in the German in Beer Garden, the Germany pavilion? I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either.
Maybe make it family style again.
I've
like
never
they did
eaten
during
there.
COVID.
We skipped Les Celliers, which
Yeah, we did. Well, we're not going in any particular order.
Yeah, I was just naming off restaurants. I was thinking of Le Cellier. I enjoy Le Cellier. I liked the atmosphere. I liked the food. My husband, on the other hand, he didn't like it.
it's again, when we're talking about things being a little bit pricier than they need to be, they made that a little pricier than they need to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
what is it? $9 for the cream, the soup. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Canadian cheddar cheese soup. I think it's like a $9 or something like that for a bowl of it.
Well,
That's a bit.
someone we know, I don't want to mention names, but someone we all know very recently said that everything's a la carte. Like you can't get an entree that comes with a side. Everything is separate. So
Really,
it kind of adds up when you do things like that.
I'm opening that menu right now to see how that's changed.
I haven't been there since Candace was 2.
I haven't been there since my kids were born, and they're 21.
Yeah,
We were
No, we did go
there.
when they were like 7 years old, 7 and 6.
It's about 12 years for me.
Yeah.
We just went recently with Dan and Karen, friends of ours from Pennsylvania.
There she goes again, name dropping names that nobody knows.
They're friends of ours that I've known since my daughter was playing softball.
Darling, clarify that they're friends of yours that no one else
one knows. You can get I see
It's
what
okay,
you mean by
it's
the
okay.
enhancements. They have like Canadian cheddar cream spinach, maple whiskey glazed Brussels sprouts.
Those are good.
Oh, those look really good. They have poutine.
I think we didn't get poutine.
But
like you're
from the refreshment port, it's like right nearby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the entrees, you get ribeye steak. It's a ribeye steak, lemon scented ribeye steak, fingerling potatoes with caramelized onions and Rochelle whiskey butter for $57. That's like a $25 to $30 meal at some of these other places. I don't remember how because these aren't like these huge steaks. I think it's only like what is it, an 8 or 9 ounce steak?
It's a medallion.
It's a medallion. Yeah, they're this big.
Yeah, I think after years of going to different restaurants and stuff, and my husband makes a very good steak on the grill. I just can't. I can't
either.
justify doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. We haven't mentioned Rose and Crown. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we jump to Rose and Crown, would you change anything with Cellier beside the price?
No, I would just lower the prices because I don't think they need to be that high.
Okay.
But I don't think that's going to happen because that place is always packed.
It became so popular. That's why they raised the prices so high.
Right. It's the cheddar cheese soup just pulls those people in, and
it feels like a lounge from 1986. I really want them to redecorate. Like I haven't eaten there, but they haven't changed the decor in years.
It's a man cave. What can I say?
It needs to be updated.
Okay. Rose and Crown?
Rose and Crown. I haven't eaten there, so I'm keeping out of this one.
I've never eaten there.
I have seen the inside. I like the decor.
Okay. The fish fry that they have there. It's okay. If you've had the one outside, you get 2 pieces with your chips, fish and chips. And then if you're inside, my husband and I ordered it, and I ordered a salad and he ordered the fish, and the fish was so reminiscent of a place I used to eat in Buffalo. I was so excited to find it, and it was a huge piece of haddock that was on the plate. It was just so good. It was absolutely delicious, and they have a very nice black and tan as well.
I don't have an EpiPen to take with me, so
I
I
know.
stay away.
They
My
do have good
my
shepherd's pie.
my family won't go there because the fish tastes or it smells too fishy. There's too much breading. This is
Oh,
outside. So it's too much breading,
oh,
it smells too fishy, and they just don't enjoy it, is what I've
Hmm.
been told. Because I'm like, how is it? And that when you got a 19-year-old that's like, I can't finish this, that's not right.
I love the Yorkshire fish
I,
market.
I I
yeah.
don't know. They for whatever reason,
Yeah, I love the fish outside. The fish and chips. It's
So,
they might have gotten it where it wasn't, maybe the breading wasn't cooked
sure
enough,
they weren't at
but I don't know.
Universal.
No, no, we don't go to Universal. What's
Yeah,
that?
we haven't had an issue with the
Yeah,
breading,
I've never
so
had a problem there. It's always
so
been great.
I've never been because I grew up, my family owned fish restaurants, two of them. And I grew up believing that the only way to fry fish is cornmeal. And so
They don't
the
oh,
use that.
beer battered fish just looks wrong to me.
It looks like Long John Silver's.
beer
Oh my
batter,
God,
haddock,
no.
cod, yeah, we're
I
all
said
for
looks.
it.
It looks like
No,
Long John
no.
Silver's. It
It's
hopefully doesn't taste
awesome.
like it, but it looks like
You
it.
know who has good fish and chips, believe it or not? SeaWorld.
I've never
Wow.
had it
Stewart.
at SeaWorld.
No, I'm not
I
kidding. It
can't
does.
say. I have had it
That
again
would be
at
terrible.
Celebration Town Tavern, and that's very good as well.
Now,
The,
they don't give you as much at SeaWorld, but it's better than the one at Disney.
so are you eating next to
Fish
Clyde
and
and Seymour, or where are you eating when you're
Oh
over
my gosh.
there?
We didn't mention this restaurant either, but I can't even eat fish at Coral Reef because I just feel guilty.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna order chicken at Coral Reef.
I've been to Coral Reef a couple of times. There are some members of my family that like it, like me. I like the food there, and there are other family members of mine that think it's overrated, not that good, and it's that you're there to see the fish in the aquarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Well,
eaten
you
there a
are.
couple times, Keith and I and our cousins. When they come down, they like to go because the kids like to sit in front of the aquarium
Mhm.
and see. And somebody actually got engaged the one time when we were sitting in front of the aquarium.
So that's another name she keeps name dropping in here. Keith. Who is this Keith? No, I'm kidding. Keith is Darlene's husband. For those who don't know, I think the whole world knows, except Keith.
After 29 years, yeah, they should.
Yeah, I'm just making fun of you.
Yeah, I know. And I take it and just roll with it nowadays. Uh, um,
Has anyone done Space 220 yet?
No, we haven't mentioned
no,
that.
we have
Yeah,
not.
No.
I
We
did
haven't
the
mentioned
lounge.
we haven't mentioned France either, but we'll get back
Yeah,
to
Oh
that.
chef's
yes,
de
the
France.
friend.
Yeah.
I
They're right
did.
there.
I did Space 220. It was a good experience. I did the lounge. I don't think I would eat table service there because it's the prefix menu and it
Right.
just seems like really expensive for no
Right.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yes.
lounge is great. I went alone, so I got in pretty quickly.
Oh,
If you got more than two people and you don't have a reservation, I wouldn't even try.
okay.
Not right now. It's still too new.
Okay.
But the drink menu is fantastic, and I ordered the chicken and waffles, and whatever drink I had, it was they brought it out in martini glass, and it had cotton candy in it, and then they poured the drink over the top, so it melted the cotton candy.
Oh,
was
wow.
It was really good. It wasn't as sweet as you would expect it to be, but it was really tasty.
Really? Okay, good to know.
It
I'll
was a
see if
good
I could talk my
experience.
daughter into going there.
Space
220.
220.
20, yeah, sorry. That's also a Landry restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. And I could be, but
I don't know.
let's see.
Whenever I hear of that, all I think of is Mr. Mom and hey, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
What's the significance of that number? Does anybody know?
It's the date it was supposed to open, February of 2020.
Okay.
It was supposed to open in February of 2020. They were late.
See, I think of 220 and I think of 222, place where my parents used to go.
Yeah.
So we said Le Chef de France.
Place 220 is a Landry restaurant.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if I can say I'm a Landry's member then and see what happens. I just want to do the
Good
lounge
for you,
like what,
darling.
yeah, what Lottie did though is do the lounge. I've heard that's a lot of fun. So I would like to do that.
Yeah, they call it the lounge, but it's really you're just at the bar. It's all one big room.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So now we've got Chefs de France.
Yes, I've never eaten there, but my daughter has.
I have, and my daughter ate there last year and liked it. I like the food there too. I will say that the menu is a little on the more expensive side, from what I remember. The food's good.
There's 2 restaurants there, right?
Yes, there is. There's Chefs de France, and I forgot the name of the other one.
Monsieur
Chefs
Paul
de
is
France
like right there in that corner.
Let's see. What is Chefs de France? Hold on.
Oh,
Monsieur
Paul. Yeah, I've not eaten either one of those.
Well, Monsieur Paul is temporarily.
Yeah, that's the new one, the newer one.
Now, my sister used to love to go to the. I'm not French. The patisserie.
Yes.
Patisserie, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
She loved it, and then she went a couple of years ago, and she said, they used to all be made right there, and now it tastes like that's the same one that you would get as if you were staying over the Contemporary or over at any other of the deluxe resorts that might have something like that. She said there's nothing unique about it anymore. She was really disappointed.
Because of the pandemic, there were things, Disney and a lot of restaurants stopped making some things on site because of that. It was just
this was even pre that
reasons. I don't know if they're still doing that. I think they might be back to making things on site now. I'll tell you, you can't get a chocolate mousse better than what they have over there. I mean, it's the best ever anywhere.
Speaking of that, let's we didn't do Italy, the Tutto Italia restaurant, I think it's called.
Yeah, I've never eaten there.
So Italia.
No? Okay. What
is
about
is that the bar? Is that the one which one's the wine bar?
That's connected to the wine bar.
The wine bar is Tutto Gusto wine cellar.
Yes, I've done that. I haven't done the other one.
Yeah, and I've done that too. That's very good.
Arancini again there too.
Speaking of Via Napoli, even though we're not right now, the one thing I would change with Via Napoli, I would have that pizza stand where they sell it by the slice open.
More often than what it is. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the last time I had pizza that was there,
Yeah.
It wasn't the same pizza.
Was it Pizza Rizzo?
It was kind of like that. Yeah, it was this
really
deep, thicker crust. It wasn't Via Napoli pizza
they
when we ate there.
They said Kurt's coming. Let's switch it with Pizza Fari pizza.
Like,
we just had it, and it was thin. It was thin.
It was like this. The crust was this thick. I was like, this isn't the pizza that I want.
The slice was huge too.
Yeah, it was a
huge
slice,
but it was thin.
The slice was like this, but
it
wasn't the thin crust. It was deep. I'm like, I'm like, you want some of this? She's like, no, I really don't. It was really greasy. That was last August. It was very, very disappointing for us.
A bad day.
I don't know what it was. They switched it up again.
What about the place I haven't eaten yet? Garden Grill.
Oh. How do we forget about Garden Grill?
Oh.
I know. I haven't been there yet. I'm dying to go.
Grill. One of my favorites.
Breakfast.
When it comes to Garden, I would change absolutely nothing. Love the place.
Okay. Yeah, I have to make reservations there and go, even if I go by myself.
Yeah, you have to go.
That's considered a character dining. It's like
yes, it is.
$58 a piece now. Does that sound right?
I don't recall.
I don't think I paid that much. But it's
been for breakfast.
I went for breakfast like 3. I went for breakfast 3 years ago.
The breakfast used to be around $38. I think that's gone up.
Lottie, go for lunch. It's a very different menu.
We went for dinner, but we went for dinner again when we did the dining plan. With the dining plan was $38 a day. That's telling you how long ago it was that we went and we ate there. It was a long time ago.
I wonder if Disney's going to bring back the dining plan. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
I don't think I think they were losing money on it. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, you know what? I think no, I don't think they would lose money on it.
It's still showing up. They still talk about it. If they were getting rid of it, it'd be gone already. It wouldn't be showing up on the, because when I was pulling up dining, they were showing information about the dining plan, and it says temporarily unavailable.
Yeah.
I think they're still having problems with people.
It's staffing.
They don't have enough staff to cover it all.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, that's why we're not seeing. We're not seeing it.
So they don't have enough staff to cover all the restaurants, so they're not taking reservations, and so until they can take those reservations, they're not going to open the dining plan.
Yeah, there are a lot of times you'll go into a restaurant and it's hard to get the reservation, and you're in there and you're going like, "Wow, it's 2/3 full, but there's a lot of empty tables in here," and that's the reason they just don't have the staff to cover it.
There's no staffing.
Right. What about Sunshine Seasons?
It's good.
I like it too.
Where it is and what it is, I don't have a problem with it.
To me, it kind of feels like the dining at a resort. I don't know how else to describe it.
Like, because it's different stations to pick from. Yeah.
Yep.
The dessert is the best part.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's a really good spot for grab and go allergy friendly snacks.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That is true. That's because they have a very wide variety.
Yeah.
But
the food is on the healthier side there.
Did we hit everything? Oh, refreshment port.
That didn't count.
That's
snacks.
I've never eaten their Spice Row table.
That's in Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah, Restaurant Marrakesh is still closed, so we can't talk about that. So,
well, I'll talk about Restaurant Marrakesh. I've eaten there. I liked what I picked on the menu. My other family members did not. The decor is typical of a Moroccan restaurant you might find someplace else. When I say someplace else, either in Morocco or even in New York City. It's time for a change. I'm glad Disney took it over. Or took over that whole area. It's time for a change. I hope they can get another Middle Eastern country there that can support it and change up the menu and all that fun stuff.
I just looked up Garden Grill. They do not have breakfast. They have lunch or dinner. It's $55 each for adults. Okay. $55 for adults, $36 for kids.
Yeah, I know I didn't pay $55. I don't remember what I paid, but I didn't pay that much.
$2.
Do we have a visitor?
I have several visitors. I'm in an open room. I'm usually in a closed room. In an open room. So
hi, girls.
Yeah, now they won't be quiet.
It's Stuart. Shh, don't say anything.
I know.
So I can't curse right now.
We missed the girls.
Yeah, we do. It got very quiet here.
What time do the girls go to bed on summer vacation?
I don't think
whenever they want.
They don't go to bed. I mean, they will next week. They got camp next week, so I'll let them stay up.
By the way, Lottie has the 3 best young ladies for daughters that you can ever find anywhere.
She does.
They're absolutely awesome. You should be very proud of each and every one of them.
They are fantastic kids. Thank you.
They are.
If I could just get them to clean their room.
That's all right. If you can figure out how to get them to clean your room, then you've got a $1 million idea you can sell for other parents.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we've covered all of the restaurants.
Let's see. We did Norway. We did.
The new crepe restaurant in France.
Oh, the new creperie restaurant.
I couldn't get near it.
Really?
Yeah, it was swamped. A couple times
Now,
over there.
I heard, I didn't eat inside the restaurant, but I did have the takeout crepe, the Nutella one, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I'm a crepe person. I love crepes. That was really good. Now friends of ours went and they ate a full meal and they said it was absolutely delicious. It's a definite must do.
My daughter is eating there. I haven't, and she said it's very good.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I think we covered everything. Are there any types of restaurants you would like to see come to Epcot or Animal Kingdom that they don't have or that we didn't mention yet?
You know, and I'm hoping I got to look at the menu better for food and wine. Yeah, I'd like to see something from Australia.
I was going to say that same thing.
Yeah, Australia
Yeah.
would be good. I'd like to see a
Um,
different Middle Eastern country come in where Morocco is, whether it be, it could be Dubai, Saudi Arabia, I don't care, Egypt, just something different.
I want a vegan restaurant at Animal Kingdom.
I was going to say I want an exotic animal restaurant at Animal Kingdom.
Now, hold on a second. How well do you think a vegan restaurant would do at Animal Kingdom? And I only ask because I'm not vegan.
I think it would do good because there are a lot of people that have gone vegan.
There is not, except for the food truck at Disney Springs. I can't think of another vegan restaurant on property.
There are vegan options on a lot of the menus.
Yeah, most restaurants have
Yeah.
vegan options. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Australia would definitely be great. I'd like to see Spain.
Spain
would be good, yeah.
More than just a booth.
How about a Brazilian restaurant?
How about a Polish restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could work.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things they can do at Epcot. But I'd like to see a different option come to Animal Kingdom. I just can't think of one offhand.
My husband works with a lady, and her mother is a phenomenal Puerto Rican cook. Oh my goodness. The food was amazing that we tried. That would be good. That would be very good.
Yeah, a mofongo stand would be great for, whether it's food and wine or a permanent one.
Yeah. Here was me. I was like, is it spicy? Is it spicy? And her mother would be like, just try this. Just try it. I mean, I kept having plates come to me. I was like, I think you should try this. You got to try this. Plates just loaded with all this food. I was like, oh my gosh. But
How about a Cuban restaurant?
Like Cuban, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Now, Cuban. Are we talking the Cuban sandwich again?
We're talking
anything Cuban. But yeah, the Cuban sandwich is a darn good sandwich, I tell you.
It is a very good sandwich.
It's not really Cuban.
Well, that's okay. It's Cuban inspired.
Yeah. There you go.
I want a Jamaican restaurant.
A Jamaican restaurant.
I can't disagree.
Some rice and peas, some oxtails, some beef patties.
We used to make some oxtail soup at home.
And then she started pouring more and more alcohol in it.
Huh?
If it was Darlene and it was oxtails, I guarantee you it wasn't spicy. Oxtails got to be spicy.
No, it was my father who used to make the oxtail soup.
How about we're getting one. We're going to be getting one. A good Louisiana down home jambalaya.
Oh yeah, that would be good too.
Yeah.
New Orleans, but aren't we getting that over by when they redo Splash Mountain? They're talked about that.
Oh,
that would be a good place for
that
it.
would be awesome.
That would be a great place for it.
Tatiana's.
Tiana's,
right.
Gator.
Tiana's.
For Gator.
There's my Gator.
There's your Gator.
Did you say Tatiana? You mean Tiana?
Tiana.
Yeah, Lottie corrected her.
Mm-hmm.
She's my favorite princess, so you gotta her and Belle.
Bell, yeah.
Belle's got her restaurant now.
She does.
Yeah, she does. I think Tiana's restaurant would be perfect over there. They
Of
could
course,
take
Snow White
over.
needs a apple pie or
Well, the
something.
problem with Snow White is the seven dwarfs were letting all the wild animals clean off their plates and stuff. Now you got that in your mind.
Not even here. It's disgusting.
Ah,
Oh boy! All right, I think we've covered all the food,
I think
And
we
then
did.
some.
and then some. Yeah. All right, I think we will get out of here now. Tomorrow night we're doing our news edition of the show because we didn't do it earlier in the week.
Here.
There will not be a news edition next week, so that's why tomorrow night is the perfect time for us to record it because it's in between the weeks. I don't know when we're going to get back to our regular schedule. I think it will be a week, not next week, but the week after that. I'm just like, things keep coming up. It's a crazy summer.
I'm going to try to call in as much as possible.
You do that. We won't be here, but you can call in as much as you want.
When you have a show, silly.
I know. All right. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great 4th. Hope everybody is safe. Hope everybody enjoys the upcoming weekend. And until next time, bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
See you real soon.
Have a magical night and stay safe.